Austin. We'll do it. We'll talk about old stuff.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Lightsaber Weekly Wrestling Heat. We are back with another episode. A quick episode tonight. We are going to go through the card of NXT Takeover Standard Delivered, airing tomorrow and Thursday on WWE Network, on USA, and night 2 on Peacock. Oh yeah.
So is night 1 also on Peacock?
Night 1 is going to be available on Peacock, but it's also going to stream live on the USA Network.
Okay, because I'm probably going to watch it on Peacock. I'm planning on watching all of this stuff that's happening. I'm planning on watching it all live, every last bit of it live. That way I don't have to play catch up, and that way we can have our fun talks in our group chats that we use and stuff like that. So my plan is to watch everything live and to be around and yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's a lot of wrestling, guys. What did we sign up for?
Ooh.
Well, we all skipped the Hall of Fame today.
Nobody watches the Hall of Fame. That thing has been the most.
I watched the replay on.
Of course you do. You.
I like it. It's not bad. It's one of those things that
someone I care about is inducted, I mark out. The year Scott Hall got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, I marked out so bad. I've never been more happy when they were doing the announcements for who was going to be inducted, and his Razor Ramon theme song came on. Glee came over my being as a person, and then to hear him give the speech and bad guys or bad times end, but bad guys don't go away. I was like, I'm so happy right now. This is still real to me. Damn it.
That's one of the best lines I've ever heard in a Hall of Fame speech, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
I'm actually interested to seeing two people on this one: JBL, the British Bulldog, and Eric Bischoff and Kane, of course. I forgot about that too. RVD.
It's actually pretty stacked. It's actually, I'm not going to lie, it is very stacked. There is a lot of people that are getting into this year's this is one of the most high profile years I think that it's been for a little while. I want to say I'd have to look up obviously some of the different years to be for sure, but off the top of my head,
2 years into one.
I guess that's true. That makes sense.
And Batista backed out. And Batista backed out too. So
what was the real reason why he backed out? Wasn't there a reason why? Conflict. It was just scheduling conflict. Because I was reading on one of the dirt sheets that it was because there was a real life fight. Was that lying to me? Is that what you're saying?
No, Batista addressed
Bellas are getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Bellas have a lot of pushback on that one because they say that they don't deserve to get on the Hall of Fame.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
I mean, they've done a lot to help, in a sense, put the women on another standard.
No, they haven't. You're crazy.
Yeah,
don't even
knock out Liv Morgan during a match.
Hey, let's both look so alike with our asses that they don't know which one of us is who.
No, Matt, let me ask you a question. Okay. I got in an argument with my friend about this. I said Maurice should go in before the Bellas.
Maurice?
I don't think Maurice? I don't think the Bellas should get in at all. So technically I agree with you, but not because I think you're right. But
no, Maurice is one of those ones that she had her stint and didn't come back except for when she did that little thing with the Bellas and the Miz and stuff like that.
She did the thing with Renee too.
Well, it's the same thing. It's around the same time.
So
I mean, it was another 2-year run. That's what I'm saying. She screwed Jack Ryder after Mania.
Yeah. All right. I want to read off the Hall of Fame inductees for the year 2021. That says this is who's going to be inducted this year. And then let's just do it. Let's do a quick thumbs up, thumbs down after I say the name, if we agree or disagree, and if we have differencing of opinions, then we'll say something about it. Otherwise, we'll just move on. All right. So everyone ready?
Yeah.
Okay. First person, Holly Molly. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Holly. Yes.
I think thumbs up. I do. Eric Bischoff. Thumbs up. I agree.
Extra thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
Yep. Kane. 2 thumbs up. I agree. Totally agree. Up. Yeah, 5 thumbs up if you know what I mean. The Great Khali.
I think with the numbers that the India special pulled, you have to put him in.
I agree. This is one of those times, in my opinion, where you know that the Hall of Fame is a work, and that's not surprising. Like everything is a work in professional wrestling. A gimmick is a gimmick. The most intelligent man I know told me those words. Okay, and it's the truth. A gimmick is a gimmick is a gimmick, and
True.
the Hall of Fame is a gimmick. It's a work, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I totally get it, but it doesn't mean I have to agree with it. That's all I'm saying. Right.
Yep.
Okay. RVD, Rob Van Dam, right? Absolutely. And then Ozzy Osbourne. I don't care. I don't care about Ozzy Osbourne, right? And then the Warrior Award was Titus O'Neil, right?
Titus O'Neil and a long-term WWF employee.
I think
Rich
WWE employee.
Rich Hearing. Is that his name?
I think Titus deserves to go in just for the fact they're making him host with Hulk Hogan this year, after everything that happened with Hulk. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting.
Well, he also does a lot of community service. So it's perfectly fitting for him.
He's probably going to go down as like the most important single ambassador that the WWE will ever fully. Well, I mean, him and John Cena, right? But John Cena is so much more public about what he does in terms of like charity and stuff like that. Where Titus is in the background doing things for like everybody and
doing things
with groups and leaders and like trying to like really push the reach of them as a larger thing. Obviously,
who's another quiet one? Miz does a lot for them behind the scenes.
Yeah, Miz is a lifer. I think I think it's pretty clear, and this is what he loves to do, and you can really see it in his eyes that he still really loves where he's at and what he's doing and stuff. He loves what WWE is, and I think that's the difference between like some wrestlers like Chris Jericho. People love him and they think of him as being a WWE guy and stuff like that. It's not that he isn't, but like he doesn't buy into WWE the same way that the Miz buys into WWE, in my opinion.
He knows the Jericho knows exactly. Jericho knows the landscape of wrestling because he wasn't. He was outside of WWE when he came in. So
he wasn't born and bred in it.
Yeah. So, all right, let's continue.
Do we want to talk about the other Hall of Fame class too? I guess not, right? Because all these names did get into it last year. They just didn't have a ceremony, correct?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like they're all technically in. Yeah, and I was just looking over last year's. Last year's was another star-studded one, actually. Like I say that this year was pretty good. We only had one thumbs down, but like we wouldn't have a thumbs down to any of these people, like the New World Order, other than the Bella Twins, right? Like we all agree the Bella Twins should not be in the Hall of Fame, right? Right?
I think so. They're talking about making a comeback. I think if they would, it should have been after the comeback.
Yeah, but
I agree.
They need the pop of the comeback because they're not as big as they want everyone to believe they are.
Yeah, they're not as big. What's up, Jeremy? Welcome. So they're not as big as they used to be, but at the same time, they have done a lot, and they also are part of that group that does do stuff for community service.
Give them a Warrior Award some other time. New World Order, Jushin Thunder Liger.
I think that's one of my favorite ones.
I think that's amazing. I love when the WWE gets people that are outside of the WWE world, and like Abdullah the Butcher. When he was inducted, I was like, that's cool. Like to me, those sorts of things like help legitimize the idea of the WWF Hall of Fame, even though I completely think it's work, 100% believe it is, but that's showing a different amount of respect towards other stars in the field of professional wrestling that I think is important to do.
And I think that's where they're trying to move to now, because they're not trying just to do WWE people. Over the past couple of years, you've always seen a non-WWE person get in it. Like
it's kind of RVD this year, right? A little bit.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, because RVD hasn't been in WWE for a while. He made a guest appearance. That's about it. But as far as being a lifer, RVD is known for his time in ECW. So,
well, not just ECW, but just in general, just everywhere else, right? Like RVD, who had a great run in WWE. Let's be honest, like RVD did something in WWE that nobody ever thought would be possible. He was not only the ECW World Champion, which he obviously was going to be at some point, right? He was the WWE World Champion and the ECW champion at the same time. And if he would not have loved the Ganj as much as he did, we might have seen like a 2 to 3 month title reign instead of a 3-week title reign, because he got pulled over and caught with Sabu getting a little too high.
I have a question for y'all though, about since we're talking Hall of Fame.
Don't you flip me off, Chris? What is Chris flipping people off in the comments for, Chris?
He's part of the Bella Army, so he's supporting the Bellas. I like
You're
it.
part of the Bella Army? You better find the army because you won't even know who your leader is. Is it that one or is it that one? I don't know.
I like Nikki. I like Nikki Bella. That's
all right, guys. Let me ask you this question really quick, and we can get off the Hall of Fame. Next year it's in Dallas. Taker goes in next year.
Yeah, he's done.
Either that or Hollywood when they do it in LA.
I think Hollywood Rock goes in.
Oh man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Because you need a headliner each year. You got to think about it.
Yeah, Taker is a good headliner in Dallas. He's from Texas, right? Isn't he? I thought so. And then The Rock in Hollywood. He probably has a big movie that's going to premiere in 2 years. That's a good idea. I like that. When's Black Adam going to be coming out? Is that going to be 2 years? Is it next year?
Next year.
Watch, he's going to delay it. Hey guys, let's delay it just a little longer.
Have you guys seen how big he got for Black Adam?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
He's also got Jungle Cruise coming out next year too.
I'm sorry, I don't know movies that don't exist in the realm of reality. I'm sorry.
It's a really big Disney remake. Kevin Hart's in it too.
Excuse me, who?
Kevin Hart
must be this high for me to notice. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, let's get into NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver. Man, it's a 2-night card, and it's going to be interesting.
All right, before we get into this card, though, make sure you guys share this video. Share it with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your bosses, your coworkers. If you're in charge of anybody in terms of like being the person that tells them what to do, I can't legally tell you to make them watch this show, but I can tell you to heavily, promote it and tell them that they should probably watch this show. And share it in groups that you are a part of that love wrestling, because that's what we love here is wrestling. So let's talk about wrestling and get some other thoughts and opinions involved as well. Share the video, share the group, and make sure to drop a like on the video. Drop that. Hey, instead of flipping me off, Chris, use that finger of yours for a little bit better of a usage and click the like button. Okay. Thank you.
Do you guys want to tell them about our bet that we made off it?
We do. We have a bet. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to go ahead. Who's going to keep track of this? Because it's going to be you, Moise.
I am.
You're going to. Okay. Elias, the only responsible one here. The journalist of the group.
Who made the WrestleMania schedule?
Are you about to argue with me about responsibility here?
Who made the WrestleMania schedule?
Wait,
it was a joint collaborative effort.
Who put it out?
It was me and Elias that the entire time. Me and Elias were the only ones that were talking about the schedule. And you were just like, oh, sorry, guys. I got busy. Turns out they expect me to work at this job.
Wait. I want to do a 24-hour live, all right? I care about our fans.
Live. I care about our fans. All 5 of them. All right. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do for predictions, okay? We're going to all make our predictions. Whoever loses, whoever has the most wrong, okay, the most wrong predictions will have to sing a WWEF ATE Impact Owl Wrestling promotion, any of them, any theme song, any professional wrestler's theme song, okay? Whoever loses has to do the song voted by the other 2 winners.
How about voted by the winner?
The ultimate winner? Okay, that's good. That's good. That job is work. Moise only works at jobs that are works. He's working them over, let me tell you what. All right. So everyone understand the winner will pick the song for the loser. Has to be a wrestling theme song. And yes, all songs are open, the entire back catalog. I'm talking about he's just a sexy Kurt.
And this would happen and this will happen on next week's episode of
on Tuesday. Or no, Thursday.
I might just make a TikTok and try to get famous off of it.
You will do anything to try and get famous, so I don't doubt that. I'm sorry,
right.
Moise. I'm hitting you hard tonight. I'm sorry, Moise. I'm hitting you hard tonight. I'm sorry. It's this coffee and this official morning hookah mug that I'm drinking right now.
It's that comment.
It's just hitting so good.
It's that comment I made about your brother where I was like, he only likes wrestlers who work for hot dogs and handshakes. That really hurt you.
It just got under my skin. All right, let's get into this. Somebody must have the card list of all 50.
All right, I got it pulled up. All right, so here, do you want to start bottom up or do you want to stop top to bottom?
Day 1 to day 2. Day 1 to day 2. Go in order.
Yeah, day 1 to day 2.
All right.
But do you want to start at the top of the card?
Oh, no. I want you to do this in the way you think WWE is going to put the matches out.
That's true.
Well, I already have it the way that I think they're going to put him out. Let's see.
What the
Kushida
heck?
versus Pete Dunne.
That's not going to be the first match.
I think it might. Dude, you're competing with AEW. That's a great match to put out first.
I disagree. Okay. Anyways, who is it?
Kushida
and Pete Dunne.
This just turned into an exhibition match because of their little bit of a rivalry, and then obviously what happened in the 6-man gauntlet, which was a very good form of storytelling. Justin, you should watch more NXT. So I think that, and looking at both wrestlers, both very good. We're gonna have to go quickly. There's a lot of matches, so I'm not gonna elaborate as much as I usually do. So if you'd like to tune in for my entire 75-minute thoughts on a single matchup, make sure to sign up for my OnlyFans. But I would have to say that I think I don't know enough about Kushida, and I really, really love Pete Dunne, and I want to see him get a push like to the moon and back. So I'm going to go with Pete Dunne because I'm hoping they're signing him up for some big, big things. But I feel bad for Kushida because he lost his match against Johnny Gargano. Now I'm doing that thing where I'm just like talking a lot. So I'm going to try to not do this. But I'm Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne for the win.
I am also going Pete Dunne. Sorry.
I am going with the underdog. I'm going with Kushida.
Ooh. I
don't
disagree with that.
Elias just wants to sing the theme song. He's just like, I'm losing this on purpose.
I don't doubt what you're saying though, and I think you're thinking like a Booker man a little bit. Like how you can't have him lose 2 big profile matches, and Pete Dunne won't get hurt by this loss. This won't hurt Pete Dunne. He's established.
Well, if Kushida loses, you could put him straight into that cruiserweight title picture with the winner of the match.
No, you can't. He lost. Winners are supposed to go to the table, but I know that doesn't actually matter.
All right, Moise, what's your pick?
I'm saying Pete Dunne as well.
Okay. What's your reason
we're going to get? I think Pete Dunne and Cross is the next feud we're going to get.
I think this is my opinion. I think Kushida has the upper hand on this match as far as the storyline selling. So I am sticking with Kushida. All right, the Gauntlet Eliminator match for the NXT opportunity for the NXT North American Championship on night 2. I honestly think this one might actually start off the NXT Takeover. Now that I think of it,
I don't know. I almost feel like this one might. It's not going to close it out. What's the main event for night 1?
Match.
The women's match.
Io Shirai versus Raquel.
If you look at the pacing, this match has to go on first. I agree. The Gauntlet's going to go on first. It has to, right?
I could see making the Gauntlet
it's the longest one.
I could see them making the Gauntlet the cooldown match.
I don't know
because so much going on.
Yeah.
How long do you expect Pete Dunne and Kushida to go for?
15.
I'll get 20 minutes.
15, 20, yeah.
And then you're going to get a Gauntlet match that is going to rival 40 minutes to an hour in total length.
I don't need to be 40.
I think it's going to be 30 minutes.
There's 6 men. There's going to be 5 pins.
I think it's going to go 30 to 40 minutes.
I don't know how it doesn't go at least.
I think this is going to actually fill up the first hour of the show.
It'll take too long to try to go over like everybody pinning and winning. So let's just say who we think our winner is going to be. And I think that there's a lot of interesting storyline perspectives possible in this gauntlet for whoever they're going to put as the winner. But I'm going to pick the person that I want to see have a program because I think that's the point of why we pick who we want to win. Sometimes I actually want to see more from LA Knight. I'm gonna give LA Knight the nod. And it's not because I don't think anyone else can win it. I just think that, LA Knight, who seems to have some good momentum, it could really use a big win to kind of keep pushing him forward. And I think that's not anything negative towards anyone else. That's just a fact of life.
I agree. I think we all agree that LA Knight might actually go over in this match.
Nope.
I'm going with LA Knight.
Wow. How are we agreeing so much? Oh, no, we didn't agree on the last one. Never mind.
All right,
we did agree earlier today.
Both of y'all are going LA Knight. I am going Bronson Reed.
Ooh.
Bronson Reed?
I do like Chris's pick, though. That was
Dexter Lumis.
I'm done with Lumis. He's just dumb at this point. He looks fit as a fiddle. Like I would cook Rice Krispie treats on those abs of his. Let me put it that way. If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you get it, you got it. But I'm tired of him, man. I'm tired of Dexter Lumis. He has the look like $1 million, but he's just too weird for me now. And I like weird things, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
So moving on.
So you put me down for
NXT
Bronson Reed, right?
Yeah,
we
I
put
did.
you down for the loser. We put you down. Don't worry.
All right, so this one's going to be interesting. The NXT Tag Team Championship Triple Threat match: MSK versus Grizzled Young Veterans versus Legado del Fantasma. I am actually going with MSK on this one. I think MSK has been set up to win the championships from their debut. I think that they're the more clear winner. Grizzled Young Veterans already had a shot. Legado del Fantasma, I say they have a good shot, but I think everything is pointing towards MSK to win this one.
I'll let you go, Moise, because I always talk for a long time.
I am going to go Grizzled Young Veteran just because you're from the UK, so I think you keep them here another couple months, then MSK wins it off of them. So I'm going to go with the Grizzled Young Veteran, soon to be NXT Tag Team Champions.
I really hope you lose this thing so we can hear you sing a song. I don't know who we're going to pick, but my God, will be entertaining. That's all that matters.
You guys would pick Jinder Mahal or Great Khali just because I speak the language.
I would not. That'd be the reason not to pick those ones. That'd
be the main reason not to pick that one.
No. I think I have to go with MSK as well, right? Like, I mean, based on like the story, I like the Grizzled Young Vets. I think that, man, you know what? I think you might be right, Moise. But I'm gonna say MSK because if you're a marijuana smoking kid, you see another marijuana smoking kid, then you become marijuana smoking kids. And then exactly. That's logic. So,
quick question, Elias. Quick question before the next match.
Yeah.
Do they get paired up with Matt Riddle at some point?
Fuck yes, of course.
Fuck, I would love to see that. They need, if they get called up to the main roster, I would love to see that because that would be funny. It's just straight comedy with all three of them together. Especially if they start doing the treehouse segments again, like they did in Impact. I would love to see something like that with Matt Riddle.
Of course.
All right. Next one. NXT UK Championship match: Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa.
Walter, this is a clean sweep.
Yeah, Walter. I want Elias to pick Ciampa though, and just like school us for a minute and just be like, well, actually, I think that the booking decision.
I think with the way that they got
has anybody
Walter's
heard
program,
Broski?
Broski.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good.
And then they bring back Jack Ryder to be their mic man,
bro. All right. No, I think the way that Walter's NXT UK programming is taking him, I think he's going to retain because he has a match in set up for him. So, all right. NXT Women's Championship: Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez. Does Io Shirai retain? That's the question.
I'll go first here. I think Raquel's getting it.
You think Raquel is going to win?
I think Raquel wins the title.
Do you think Io's leaving or going up to the main roster?
I think this is. I think
Io's going to SmackDown.
I don't know. I think it's time. She's had a good reign. I think
she's had a long reign, right? Like,
yeah.
How long?
300 days. 300 days. 300 plus days.
That is a long time.
I think that Raquel has the momentum with her, and she's been being pushed as a single star.
Is she good enough to be the face of the division? Is she the next face of the NXT female division? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think so.
I do not think so. I'm going to go with Io. I think they're going to build the mystique, the mystery, and the power of Io a little bit more because I don't know who it's going to be. But when they do finally pull that trigger, maybe even it's Charlotte.
Taya.
Who? Taya? I don't know.
Who?
Who?
Right now?
Who?
Well, no, I'm not saying right now. I'm saying if he thinks Io's going to win, I think Taya makes the most sense after that to lose the title to.
Till
But
Taya shows
right now,
up.
but
Who's
right
Taya?
now,
Why am I drawing a blank on Taya?
Morrison's
John
wife.
Morrison's
She's
wife.
very
Oh.
good.
Oh no, she's not. I'm just kidding.
Bro,
I don't know.
she had
I'm just
Barnburner
kidding.
with
I'm
Brian
just
Cage.
kidding. I don't know.
You're
Calm
gonna
down.
have Moise
Calm
go on a
down.
Moise rant. Okay.
And I just triggered him heavy duty trigger. Moise.
His face just like, what do you mean?
How dare you? What did you just say?
You are messing up. You're making the wrestling gods mad.
All right. So
No,
me
but
and
I
Elias
think-
got
I
Raquel.
I got
that-
Io. I got Io.
I think Raquel has the momentum with her, and I think they're building her to dethrone Io.
I think they push her a little. You know why? And you saying that is the one reason that I'm picking Io. Your belief in it, like as strong as you believe in it, is why I believe that they're going to push Io a little bit
But I said
longer.
the same. But I said the same thing when Io went. What's her last? When she went against Tony Storm, I thought Tony Storm was gonna dethrone Io. So you may be right, but
That was a triple threat match, and if it wouldn't have been triple threat,
no, it was
I
one on one.
No,
They had a second match where it was one on one. When they did, I think it was a special they did on WWE on USA.
Yeah, just like USA. But at the last pay-per-view is what I'm saying. The last pay-per-view they did the triple threat match with her, Mercedes Lewis, and Io, Tony Storm. But if that would have been a one-on-one match, I would have believed. I wanted Tony to win, but I would have believed that she would have won more. But having it be a triple threat, I'm not surprised that it was Io, right? And then you have the NXT special on their regular programming. You don't want to give away the pay-per-view match if you don't have to. Now we have the pay-per-view match. The momentum seems like it's in her corner. I think you push her just a little bit longer,
man. Matt, Mercedes Lewis plays tight end for the Packers.
Not Lewis. It's Mercedes Martinez.
All right, that one's going to be interesting one to see who actually wins this match, because I'm interested to see who's going to win it. All right, let's get into night 2. Let's start off with the ladder match for the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Santos Escobar versus Jordan Devlin.
I want to know what level. I want you to pre-rate this match before we guess the winner at first. I want you to give me a 1 to 10 star rating on this match.
8.
8. Here's my second kind of question about it, because I think we all know what an 8 looks like. Because I would say 8-2 to be safe. I think we're going to get an 8. What would they have to do? Will they have to do something that you just can't even think of to make it go past an 8? Like it's been so long since I think we've been like overly impressed with like a ladder match of any kind. What would need to happen?
Blood.
Like just everywhere, like gory blood or something?
No, like unscripted blood, like a real
unscripted blood. Okay, yeah. Okay. Something that
broken nose, busted lip, something like that. Yeah.
Man, it's gonna be. I'm excited. I'm excited for this match. I like Jordan Devlin because he looks like Finn Balor's little brother, and I don't watch enough of them wrestle to know who is, or the story besides what Shawn Michaels when he's like, hey, I'm a HBK, you guys should use this ladder I found under the wrestling ring and get up on there, guys. That's my HBK for anyone.
So the backstory of this one is before COVID, Jordan Devlin won the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. With COVID happening, he got stuck in the UK, so they had to keep the championship alive. So I think it's one of those ones where they're basically trying to keep one title on somebody. So that's where the story comes from. And he did not listen to anything I just said.
So basically classic HBK versus Razor Ramon. Exactly. I got it.
In a sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the gist of it.
I still go Jordan Devlin. And now that I know that it's his title, it's his to lose, it's his to win, I go Jordan Devlin. They do like the Razor Ramon style, where the actual champion or the person that should be champion wins the championship.
I actually agree on that one. I think Jordan Devlin is going to win it because he also has a match in NXT UK against what's his name on the other portion of Mustache Mountain. Not
It
Tyler
already
Bate,
happened.
but,
It was last week.
Okay, never mind. I stick with Jordan Devlin.
I'm gonna go Devlin too. Just 'cause I think Escobar is gonna move into the main title picture.
I actually want to see that because I want to see a rematch versus if Cross wins the championship, I want to see a rematch on that because I was pretty impressed on their first match. All right, NXT Women's Tag Team Championships: The Way versus Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon. That's gonna be funny.
The way. I'm not gonna say anything. The way, please. The way.
You know why I'm not going to pick the way? You want to know why I'm not going to?
Because of how much I don't like Shotzi.
No, because I think they've done bad with the way. I think that it's not a good group, and they need to start showing the ends of separation, and it's done. I think Johnny loses at Takeover. I think Austin develops a personality, and I think that the tag team loss is too much for them to bear and handle. And I think Shotzi, honestly, booking time, right? Booking time and like selling merch and pushing talent. You can have Shotzi and Ember win this to keep them their momentum and their title reign looking powerful, and it's not going to hurt the way enough because I think a lot of people view Shotzi as being a rookie and being not quite ready. Ember is a veteran at this point. I think the way is I think they've mishandled the way and what they're doing with it. I don't think that they've handled it right. I think it's Shotzi and Ember. That's who I think is going to win.
I agree on this one. I think Shotzi and Ember are going to win on this one. I think it's one of those ones where they wouldn't take the championships away from them this quickly,
right? Right. Like that's the other thing is like this doesn't feel like a match that I don't think that this feels like a match that the title changes hands in.
I don't either.
I'm just picking the way because I don't want Shotzi holding any belts.
Here's my other theory around this because remember, not Candice, but Indy has an strange attraction to Dexter Lumis. So I think this Dexter Lumis storyline is going to continue after Takeover. It's going to end up breaking up the way as well. So I think that once they lose, Candice is going to turn on Indy because I think Indy's going to take the pin, in my opinion.
Indy is the most I hate saying this because I love Candice, but Indy is the most money right now between these four women, right?
I have not been overly impressed, but I also don't watch it like intently. I trust your guys'
I'll agree with you on that one because Indy has, compared to where she was a year ago, compared to now, Indy has come a long way to where she is at now, and she has shown that she's a good performer. She has a lot of potential in her. So I think so.
Chris, if you're still watching, I want to know your opinion on that match. Is it going to be the Way, or is it going to be Shotzi and Ember? What's your opinion?
I will say if Shotzi and Ember win, they're losing the titles to Tien Shaw or whatever they call their faction.
Who?
The Asian lady that blew the smoke that you were.
Are you serious right now? That better be gone after Mania. That better be done with after Mania.
YouTube numbers are great for it. They're not going to get rid of it.
Yeah, they're doing really good. All right, NXT North American Championship: Johnny Gargano versus the winner of Night 1 Eliminator. We picked LA Knight. Will we see Johnny retain, or will we see whoever wins take the championship?
I think Johnny's gonna win. I think he's gonna win. I'm gonna go with Johnny. I don't think you bet against Johnny Takeover. This is one of those few times where like the essence of who he is in this spot and where he's at, and it's WrestleMania weekend. Like, oh man,
I think that the winner of the Gauntlet Eliminator is going to win.
I'm going to go Johnny. I'm going to
go Johnny as well because I think Bronson can take the loss. I don't think Knight can take the loss. That's why I picked Bronson.
Knight can take the loss because it's Johnny Gargano. Like it's the biggest stage.
Johnny freaking Gargano.
It's Johnny freaking wrestling. Like anyone can take the loss to Johnny freaking wrestling. Anybody can.
So all of us have Johnny retain.
Yeah.
All of us have Johnny.
All of it's Johnny.
All of us, Johnny. Yeah.
All right, so this one's gonna be my favorite match: Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole in an unsanctioned match.
Man. I don't even know where to start with this. The last time they did an unsanctioned match, it turned into a disappointment because the start of it was amazing. The Ciampa and
Gargano.
Gargano, one of the greatest matches of all time that lasted 15 minutes too long. If you're interested on me and Moises' thoughts about this, we have gone in detail about our thoughts about this entire match. This is like one of those few times that like watching a match that was so good, like also turned me away from wanting to watch anymore because it was like, come on, anyways. I think this tops it. I don't think that it runs into the problem that the other one did. The other one was a last man standing match, so I should clarify myself a little bit. Man, I think it's Adam Cole. I don't know. If you look at storyline, if you look at characters, if you look at babyface, if you look at heel, the modern history tells you that the heel gets their comeuppance, right? Like the babyface goes over. And this is WrestleMania. Like in the history of WrestleMania, there's been like 5 times a heel champion retains. Like it doesn't happen because the point of storylines is to get ended, right? Like without a good ending to a storyline, the story means nothing. I'm talking just kind of exponentially. I'm just mouth vomiting at this point. I'm sure you guys can all tell.
I'm going to go on a long wind about this, so you can make your picks.
Do you have a lot to say too, Elias? I feel like we might all have a lot to say about this match. I put Elias to sleep.
No.
Who are you picking? I can't pick. I need to hear someone else's thoughts. I got to hear someone else's thoughts.
Myself, I think that Kyle O'Reilly is going over.
Gonna win?
Gonna win. Reason being is because this is Kyle O'Reilly's revenge. Especially after everything that's gone on with Undisputed Era and Adam Cole being the one that almost took him out again. So that is my pick. I'm going Kyle O'Reilly.
All right.
Because of the way the storyline's going.
So I was on the same boat as Elias. And I thought Adam Cole was going to get called up. But I saw that interaction between Adam Cole and Shawn Michaels. And I think we're going to get Adam Cole and Shawn Michaels. So I am going to go Adam Cole wins. And his next big profile match is going to be Shawn Michaels.
Why does he have to win this to get that profile match with Shawn Michaels? Because Shawn Michaels is a legend, so it doesn't matter about story.
Shawn Michaels has gone on record saying Kyle O'Reilly's his favorite person in NXT.
So you think
this match?
It's unsanctioned. It's unsanctioned. So is the storyline going to be him getting beat up on so much that Shawn Michaels comes out?
I think I could see something like where Shawn Michaels throws in the towel for Kyle O'Reilly.
Which is why Adam Cole wins.
Yeah.
I think that this is going to be a time. I'm going to say this. I do not always dislike everything WWE does. And I know that like sometimes I over exaggerate like the amount of times they screw up like an ending or a booking or the storyline and stuff. But there has been multiple times that this company has sort of like with the Roman Reigns thing, right? Like they've pushed Roman too many times to win against Kevin Owens when he should have had his comeuppance, and he never had his comeuppance against Kevin Owens, and that's a problem. That's an issue. I kind of think they're going to screw up the ending with this, and they're going to do something screwy to have Adam Cole win. And I think it's going to hurt the taste of this match because I think the correct person to have win this match, the right person to win this match is Kyle O'Reilly, and they're going to screw him out of it in hopes of storyline. That's my opinion.
Don't know. I think
Adam Cole wins.
I agree with you,
Baby.
on Moises thing, I think that they could take it another way where Adam Cole starts blaming people for the loss and then starts taking out people as revenge, and this brings the Shawn Michaels thing into it. But I don't know.
Shawn Michaels. I know what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. I totally know what you're saying.
But I think honestly, I think Kyle O'Reilly has the advantage in this match. Especially since I think they're calling Adam Cole up to the main roster.
This match go on last?
No, it's going. I think it's going to go on before the
no way match. They put
no. You need a cooldown match. Yeah,
this has to be like the third or fourth. How many matches do we have that night? This needs to be the match after the women's tag team match. And then, you know what? No, this needs to go first. Maybe.
I agree. I think this one needs to go first.
do you pull a WrestleMania and have the world title match first?
No, I think that they still treat the NXT title with a lot more prestige.
Yeah, I think the
storyline. I think the women's tag match has to be the cooldown match. Then
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the. I honestly,
we have two tag teams, right? Tonight, or is MSK the first night?
First night.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So I think this is how it's gonna go. And just if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think it's gonna be the Cruiserweight Championship. Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. Then you have, the Cruiserweight North American Unsanctioned Women's Tag Team, and then NXT Championship match.
Yeah, I think that's the only way you could do it. If you don't do it that way, then you have to have the unsanctioned first, and basically flip unsanctioned and ladder match is what I'm saying. You either because otherwise it has to. Yeah, I think it has to. There's no.
But
way.
I think the unsanctioned match is going to go first because of all the hype with Peacock. So I think they might actually do this one on there. So we'll see. All right.
Wait. What are our picks?
Adam Cole.
I got Adam Cole. Yeah.
You don't have Adam Cole. You said Kyle O'Reilly.
No, that's what I said. I was like, y'all have Adam Cole. I have Kyle O'Reilly.
I thought Moise had Kyle O'Reilly.
No,
you said Kyle O'Reilly. You said Kyle O'Reilly, Moise.
No, Moise said Adam Cole.
Moise, listen to me. You pick who I tell you to pick. Pick Kyle O'Reilly. Pick him.
I'm going Adam Cole.
Me too. I'm going Kyle. I'm going Adam Cole.
All right. So we got to our last of the matches. NXT Championship match: Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross.
I almost feel like I shouldn't actually make a guess on this because I do not watch Karrion Kross. I do not. I only pick Finn Balor because I love Finn Balor, and that's almost that. I feel like that should excuse me from. I feel like I should be excused from this match. Moise, are you gonna let me be excused from this match, or do I just have to pick?
You can be excused, but it counts as an X against you. Do you want that?
Well, then I'm going to take my X as a guess and say I think it's going to be Finn Balor, but I'm pretty sure it's not, right? I'm pretty sure you guys seem pretty confident about this Kross young man. So is it going to be Kross?
I'm going to throw a swerve. I think it's Kross in less than 7 minutes.
Less than 7 minutes? If it's less than 7 minutes, then they could have the unsanctioned. If here's how we'll know. If the unsanctioned match goes on before the championship match, then Moise is 100% right.
I think this match is going 20 minutes.
Can Kross go 20 minutes? I don't know anything about this man. Who is
he? Keith Lee and Kross went like 15. Yeah.
Who's he? Who's his wife? What's her name?
Scarlett.
Moise is in love with
Scarlett
Bordeaux. So, I'm going with Kross just because I think Finn Balor's reign has been kind of lackluster. So I think it's one of those ones where they might want to take the title off him and build Karrion Kross.
He's had the title for a while, hasn't he? It's been quite a while.
Yeah,
he's had a very good reign. I've seen a few of his matches as champion. I think the Pete Dunne match was great on the last Takeover. I think it was fantastic.
I think it's been kind of, I wouldn't say lackluster. I take that back. I think it's been like a roller coaster because he has his good times and he has his bad times. So
it definitely feels like Finn Balor. Here's what I think is the reason. The problem is I think Finn Balor is above NXT. I think that's legitimately why it feels like this kind of like, why is he against these other people that obviously don't seem like they stand a chance, but he has to sell to him anyways. I would need to look at his catalog of matches, but I bet you, and that would be my impression guess, is why you feel that way is because Finn Balor, while he is NXT at heart, he's not NXT anymore. He's not. That stage is too small for him.
I'm going to disagree with you here because I think Adam Cole is a bigger star than Finn Balor.
No, well, yeah, I agree, but only
Yeah,
one
I
of them
agree
has
with
ever
that one.
touched the main roster.
I agree.
So I think that's the difference that you're feeling. You like Adam Cole still fits because that's where he's at. Where Finn Balor left and had to come back. It's kind of like Charlotte, right? Like I love Charlotte. She's my number one. Charlotte Flair is my number one. But as soon as she started doing stuff on NXT, it felt odd because it's like, well, of course she should be dominating this division. Like, of course she should be winning these matches. Of course she's doing all these great things because she's better than this now. She's not NXT anymore. It's she's touched the promised land. Okay.
No, I agree. I think
that's my rant.
I know. I definitely agree with you. I think this is one of those ones where it does feel that that Finn Balor is above the division because he's touched the main roster. He's done stuff on the main roster that has separated him from everybody else. So I think it's going to be a good match, no matter what time limit it is, and I think they build it to the point where it's exciting, as well as the unsanctioned match. I think they build it pretty. These are two matches that I'm actually invested in to see.
More of a question for Elias because I don't think Matt would have any deep thoughts on this. If Karrion Kross loses, does he get called up the next day?
I wouldn't want to see that.
I wouldn't either, but dude, him and Scarlett are what Vince loves.
He is really high on the radar right now for Vince. So, but Triple H is trying to keep him there. So I think they might put the title on Karrion to keep him in NXT, and they might actually send Finn to UK to finish that storyline with Walter.
I want to see Finn Balor and Walter. I want to see that.
I want to see Kross and Walter.
I don't even like Walter. Okay, I don't like him, but I want to see Finn and Walter.
Yeah, so I think Kross is going to win it. That's my pick. But we'll see. I wouldn't mind Finn Balor winning either because I'm a big Finn Balor guy.
Kross, and the match will be 5.5 minutes long.
You're cutting even more time out of it. 5.5. What did you say? The Brock Lesnar,
7 minutes.
Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. What did you say that match was going to be?
I said 5 minutes as well.
And how long was it? Like 3.5.
3.5.
And then you called.
No.
What else did you call about somebody turning heel? Who was it? You had another really good prediction. Scorpio Sky turning heel. And you had another one. You've had like 3 or 4 good predictions.
He's had a good prediction.
Yeah, I used to think Elias should be the booker out of us, but I kind of think Moise is the booker now. I kind of gonna. I mean, if he could figure out how to use the camera so it didn't look right up his nose, then like he'd be made. He'd be golden. he'd be the booker man of.
I have the camera facing that way because I'm wearing my Brian Cage shirt and I can't.
Oh my god! I would rather stare at that all the time than your nose hair. Okay.
I do have some impact.
All right, so that is this is weird because we've only agreed on 1, 2, 3 matches.
All 3 of us have only agreed on 3 matches, so there's definitely going to be a winner and a loser. Okay, we should definitely figure out how to fix a tie. How do we fix a tie, guys?
I don't know because we're kind of split on a.
If it's a tie, if it's a tie and there's 2 winners, the 2 winners can pick. Like they'll conjoin and pick.
What if there's 2 losers?
Then the winner's gonna have a field day.
I think
he gets to pick both.
Well, okay, we could do that. Or I was thinking, if we have so on the very odd chance that we have a 3-way tie, I think what we should do is we should guess the length of the title match, like Moise said. 5.5 is what he said. So like I'm gonna guess 12 and a half.
12 and a half.
I'm guessing 20.
Okay, you'll guess 20.
I'm gonna round up to 6 then because I have
round up to 6. I'll round up to 3. We basically get 3 to 4 minutes swing way in our favor. Moise gets everything below 6 minutes. So if for some reason it's a 3-minute match for whatever reason, Moise wins that. But I get everything between 7 to 15, I guess, and then you get everything basically above 18 minutes. You get everything above 18, basically.
Yep.
Okay, that'll give us our last point.
All right, so that's it for tonight's show, man.
So we're only looking at the time if there's a 3-way tie.
Yeah. If we go on a 2 people lose one, we can also use that as well. If you got 2 people tied at the bottom too.
If we have a 2-person life thing or a 2-person loss thing, I agree with Moyes that the winner just gets to pick the 2 songs for both losers.
Yeah, Elias, you better start learning. You better start learning Booker T by Bad Bunny because that's gonna be your song.
No, a theme song, not just a song.
Bad Bunny's theme song is Booker T by Bad Bunny.
Oh my god! No, it's not.
Yes, it's not. Elias.
It is not his theme song. No,
Booker T.
Bud Bunny has a theme song. He doesn't have a theme song.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. He's a legend. Song. Are you talking about Booker T or are you talking about Bad Bunny?
No, Bad Bunny's entrance music isn't the song Booker T.
We are definitely not counting.
No,
celebrities.
it's one of his
professional wrestlers. I said professional wrestlers theme.
Bad Bunny's gonna have a better Mania record than freaking Edge if he goes 1-0.
Why? Edge has never won at Mania? He's won multiple times at Mania. What are you talking about?
No, but the thing is, Edge has a loss. Roman has a loss. Bad Bunny's going to be undefeated.
You're kidding.
Bad Bunny's going to be the new Undertaker. Bad Bunny's going to be the new Undertaker.
Bad Bunny's definitely going to win. That's not surprising.
All right, so we'll be back on Friday night with.
Hey, really quick, I want to get your thoughts on one match we're not going to predict, just because I've read so much back and forth on it. Okay. Cesaro and Seth Rollins. Who wins?
What do you mean? Are they not doing it at WrestleMania?
They are doing it at WrestleMania, but we're not doing Mania predictions.
Yeah, we are on Friday.
Here we are on Friday.
We are doing Mania
if we have time. So Friday's show. So anyone that's watching, Friday's show is going to be a recap of Stand and Deliver from NXT as well as AEW. And then, I don't know, maybe we won't have time to talk WrestleMania predictions. We should have time. We'll at least talk about any matches that definitely intrigue us. And if that match intrigues you, Moyes, let's talk about it on Friday.
I'm only intrigued because I've seen it go both. Like, I legit see
There's only one way that match goes. There's only one way that match goes. You're crazy. It's Seth Rollins. I don't know why. I get that, like, he had a very bad promo and everybody wants to get behind him, but Cesaro is not the face of that company and he's not the future of that company.
Cesaro made up for that promo on Friday.
He's an old white man. He's an old white balding man that is not sexy. He's not appealable to children. You are absolutely crazy if he does not lose to Seth Rollins. I will bet you money.
Goldberg and Stone Cold were the same way.
No, they weren't. They shaved. They shaved their heads bald. There was a choice. Cesaro looks balding, and he won't just go through with it. You disagree? You disagree with that statement?
You want to know who else was balding in WWE? Dean Ambrose, and he got a title run.
Dean Ambrose still had hair.
He had a receding hairline.
He still had hair.
But he had a receding hairline like me.
He still had hair.
He still has hair.
Okay,
he still has hair.
I'm gonna make the bet with Matt. Matt, I am gonna bet you that Cesaro wins.
All right, let's do 250 packs of tobacco.
Let's do a kilo.
How much is that? What is the price? I gotta talk to my wife.
Like $60 to $80.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it, motherfudger. Let's do it.
All right, we're doing a kilo of tobacco.
Everybody watching, Chris, you're our witness along with Elias.
So you're picking Cesaro?
No, I'm picking Seth Rollins. Who are you picking?
Right. I'll pick Cesaro.
Out of this.
You'll take Cesaro. I'm glad I talked him in. I talked him into a corner that he had to pick the loser of the match. You see how I did that, Elias? You see how I did that?
I'm staying out of this one.
Elias, legitimately, who do you think is going to win?
I don't know. This is one of my favorite matches, so I don't want. Both of them are my favorite guys, so I don't want to choose this one.
You are crazy if you think for an instant that. Wait. One caveat. Is there any news about Seth Rollins leaving for any extended period of time?
But Cesaro in his promo on Friday sang a song called "Swing Is in the Air" and WWE trademarked it. That's why I picked Cesaro.
That's a terrible reason for me to want to back out of it. So I'm going to stick with my guns, and I'm going to be enjoying a kilo. I'm almost out of Static Starlight, so that's the only reason I'm making this bet right now. Is if I lose, if I lose and I buy his tobacco, I just add Static onto it and make him send it to
Matt,
me.
One really quick question. Who's the champion on SmackDown right now?
The champion on SmackDown is Roman Reigns.
What's the next big pay-per-view? SummerSlam, right?
The big one, yeah, big 4, yeah.
Seth Rollins loses, turns face.
Oh my god.
He gets that respect for Cesaro, shakes his hand, turns face, and faces Roman at SummerSlam. Bam! Book it!
Wait, who's Roman facing? You think that Roman loses to Edge?
No, Roman keeps the title, and he faces a face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam.
Edge is a face.
What if he doesn't?
Edge
What if he doesn't?
Whatever you get. No, we're gonna get Edge versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we will.
Edge is full on heel right now.
Is he, Elias? I'm looking only at you.
Yeah, he did turn heel. So this is the rated R version.
So we have a heel versus heel that's going to main event
face.
WrestleMania.
That's
Who's
why
the
heel
face?
versus heel. Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan got added to it?
Yeah.
I'm so excited right now. Daniel Bryan's going to win. Yes. You just made my night. I'm going to legitimately sleep happy tonight. I'm going to have good dreams. Daniel Bryan got added to the main event of WrestleMania? Fuck yes.
So you're picking Daniel Bryan?
Fuck yes, I'm taking Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
You crazy? You're crazy if you don't see this coming a mile away. I'm so excited. You guys.
Daniel Bryan's there to take the pin for whoever wins.
Yeah, just like you and your dreams. Not really sure what that meant, but I'm throwing out. All
right. So we'll be back on Friday night with another episode of Weekly Wrestling Heat. We are coming back with NXT Takeover, Stand Deliver, Fallout, and covering AEW, and possibly talking a little bit about WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. Catch us live, catch us on social media. So we'll be back, and I think that's it. And
is there any way we can go earlier on Friday night?
We'll talk about this offline.
Possibly, yeah, I got no problem with that.
Awesome.
Lamar's in town. I have to see him.
Lamar who? Odom?
Roy. No, from our hookah groups.
Lucas? Lamar
Roy.
Lamar, who's the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens?
Jackson. No, the one
Lamar Jackson.
The one that posted videos of me crying during Bollywood movies in the groups.
Yeah, that's.
That was a long time ago.
We need more of that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Follow us on our social media, Weekly Wrestling Heat, Weekly Wrestling Heat on Instagram. Also follow us on YouTube, Weekly Wrestling Heat, and on our Twitch channel, Weekly Wrestling Heat TV. Until next time, we will be back on Friday night with another episode of Weekly Wrestling Heat. Until then, peace out and adios.
Bye.